Hi, my name's Mark and welcome to my video blog for photography, The Art of Images. Some of you may know that I run a parallel video blog for my workshop called Shop Talk. And it's during the videoing of that I've noticed that I often don't have enough light in my workshop to use the apertures and shutter speeds that I would like to use. So I've invested in some cheap constant lighting. It's by Godox, who are better known for flash packs, and I've used some of their packs in my flash setups, and normally to take photographs and such like I do use flash and not constant light. So this is all new to me as well. I'm going to do an open box review of the product, set it up, get it working and see how much extra light it gives me. I hope you find the video interesting. Thanks for watching. Now this is pretty much as the package arrived. It was well packaged. These individual, which I assume are soft boxes, were all taped up well and surrounded in cling film quite good. And the whole thing had a couple of strap bands around, which I've actually taken off, but that's as far as I've gone. Now I paid £135 for it from eBay. There were other options for me that would have included a lot more equipment than this actually included, but they were brands that I'd never heard of, and I've used Godox before. I like it, so I thought I'd take the chance and spend the extra little bit of money and get this. So let's see what we've got. As thought, these contain soft boxes. We've got one, like Christmas this is, isn't it? Two, and three soft boxes. They obviously come in individual covers, which I wasn't expecting, so that's good. And bendy support rods, diffusers. Not sure what we've got in there. Let's have a look. Oh, we've got inner and outer diffusers. This is all looking very good straight from the off. I wasn't expecting inner diffusers as well as outer ones. And the softbox itself feels quite good actually. Most of my softboxes are either Lencata or Elinchrom, and these aren't far off that quality and nowhere near the money. So, three of those. Just going to check that everything's present and accounted for. Yeah. Good. So, three soft boxes complete. Now let's have a look at what goodies we've got in here. Now in here, more individually bagged items again. Another smaller softbox. Wasn't expecting that. As far as I know, it only came with the three larger ones. And yet another smaller softbox. and another smaller softbox. So that's 6 softboxes. I'm not entirely sure what size the larger ones are, but as far as I was aware, I was only getting 3 times 60 by 60 centimetre square ones. So Brucey bonus straight away. What we've got in here is some sort of, I'm expecting 3 lighting stands, one with a boom arm and 2 normal ones. That would appear to be the boom arm. Good sized, easy clamps to use. A weight bag. Okay. Can't really say much about the quality of it until I actually use it, but that will come later on in the review. Two more lighting stands, or 3 lighting stands. I've got so I'm up a lighting stand as well, by the looks of things. And then in here we've got the heads. These are Bowen's S-Fit, I'm told. Not something I use, because like I say, I use Elinchrom normally. Instructions, well, I think it's pretty much self-explanatory. Another advantage some of the other brands have is that they have 5 switches here, so you've got more control, but I didn't really deem that necessary, and that's, well, it's just something I gave up to actually stick with the Godox brand. Now it's looking like these actually will come out of these adapters, which means I can actually use these constant light heads with my Elinchrom and Lancata softboxes as well, and just use an S-Fit adapter, which is very good. So 3 of these heads. Just check that none of it's damaged. And then 15 lamps. Each one of these is 36 watts. Now you can get brighter ones. They are supposed to be daylight calibrated, but I haven't actually seen any of the data for it. And they're colour rated at 5,500 kelvins. It would be interesting to see whether that was true or not, but I don't have any way of measuring it. So there you go, there's the unboxing part of the review. I'm going to start assembling it now, and I'll get back to you on how that goes. I've got here all the makings for one of the lighting units complete with the softbox, and I'm going to have a go at putting it together. I had a brief look at the instructions, but the English in them isn't very good, so they were only of limited use, and I'm going to rely on my previous experience with softboxes. So, make a bit of room. first thing you do with any softbox is put the support rods in. The rods have a narrow pin and a wide pin. The narrow pin obviously goes into that Velcro pocket, and on this particular softbox there are 4 of them. And the final rod, as with all of them, there's a little pocket there that you need to thread the rod through to keep it located along the seam. These pockets at the end here seem quite tight, which makes a change, because a lot of the rods on other boxes I've used, the rods keep falling out. So I've got the fitting here, which has holes for various different configurations of octagonal or rectangle or square boxes. So you've actually got to get your rods lined up in the correct holes. I'm going to go for that one. And it's always best to work with opposite struts when you do a softbox. So that's those two. Then I'm guessing that hole for that one and that hole for that one. Yeah, they all line up quite nicely. And we just need to do the Velcro at the back. And that's the actual box made up. Now we just need to put the lamps in. Okay, with all the lamps in, it's time to put the diffusers in. The inner ones, well, it's one of those that attaches to little bits of elastic with those fiddly little clips that you get that are so small for me, because I have very large fingers, so it's quite fiddly. And then the outer diffuser just has a lip and bits of Velcro, so you hook it round the outside. So there we go, softbox complete. And one thing that's interesting to note is you're getting 1, 2, 3, probably 4 meters worth of cable, so they're not being stingy there either. And obviously they're going to take a little bit of time to warm up, so we'll come back to it in a few more minutes and I'll start measuring some light levels. Okay, so what do I think? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm absolutely gobsmacked with it all. For what I've paid and the quality of the gear. I've had one lamp that was bad, but I'll just buy one. I'm not even going to complain to the people that sold it to me. I'm getting three soft boxes at 720 by 610, then three soft boxes at 910 by 610, all with secondary and outer diffusers, 3 heads, 15 lamps, 3 standard tripods, a boom tripod which I'll come to in a minute, sandbag counterweight, bags, the whole lot. It's quite incredible really. I'm really quite impressed. Right, I promised I'd have a look at the boom arm stand with you. On initial inspection it seems okay. It's not heavyweight at all, but then again, in the price range, what would you expect? This clamp here is good, chunky, very positive in its operation, and there's a nice ratchet feel to it, which is all good. The legs drop down. To give you, looks about 700-800 mil spread on the base. The stand adjusts up this way, obviously. Can go way higher than I need it to. Must be over 2 meters. Counterweight wise, there's a bag here that you can put various weights in. Comes with a little carabiner that hooks over the end there. Again, all good. Just here there are some friction stops which you can tighten up with a screwdriver to alter the friction of this post, and this one here is sprung loaded, so if it does slam down it's going to help save your equipment. Another thing to notice about it is that the actual main stand itself can actually be used as a light stand or modifier stand if you needed to for any reason. With a normal everyday modifier mount there, so you could put softbox, umbrella, flash, whatever you needed really. So it wouldn't actually be impossible to set it up with an umbrella on here, a flash shooting up into it. Sky's the limit really. Nice tidy piece of equipment for the money. Okay, I've done a little bit of testing and I've noticed that with all of the diffusers removed, so the light is completely non-directional, which is what I want in my workshop because it's painted white. It's giving me 1.5 to 2 stops of extra light, which is well worth having. But more importantly, it's allowing me to move the light sources around and eliminate reflections and illuminate areas that I want to shoot that otherwise the ambient lighting just wouldn't let me do. I'm going to show you a quick example of the problem that I was having with one of the projects I've got, and that's why I bought this lighting. Now this is one of the shots I was having problems with, and as you can see the data on all of the display is blown out with reflections from the fixed ambient lighting. I'm also having to shoot at f3.2, so I haven't got much depth of field and I need to really increase the light levels. So now I'll show you it with the constant lighting that I've bought to see the improvements that I've made. Now here's the same shot using the constant lighting. I've managed to get 2 stops of extra depth of field, and I've got rid of all of the nasty reflections that the fixed ambient lighting was giving me. I haven't used any soft boxes or anything, the lights are just direct onto the subject and it's not too bad. Overall I think it's worth the purchase. So there you go. I hope you found the review useful and informative. I'm more than happy with it. I'm more than happy with the £135 price tag that it had, and I think it's going to make my video shooting a hell of a lot easier to do within the workshop. Okay, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like. Any questions or comments are more than welcome. Look forward to hearing from you and be in touch with more videos soon. Bye bye.